The feud between Joey Merlino and Gene Borrello still is brewing, and now the feud has further escalated. And now we've seen you previous videos about Joey Merlino and Gene Borrello's banter between one another. There has been a new recent feud between them. Now it involves one of Skinny Joey Merlino's guests that has been on his podcast. Joey Merlino had rapper Fat Joe, also known as Fat Joe the Gangster or Joey Crack, at the Skinny Joey's Cheesesteak in South Philadelphia on 3020 South Broad Street. Joey Merlino has interviewed Fat Joe along with his co-host Little Snuff on the podcast The Skinny with Joey Merlino and Little Snuff. This dates back 7 months ago on January 2nd, 2025. Fat Joe, who's been a notable rap star since the late 1990s and the early 2000s from the group Terror Squad, and has been the face of many different controversies, let alone his own different allegations that's been used against him. However, he's still being regarded as a respected rapper within his own community and still has notoriety within the hip-hop space. Now, Fat Joe also has his own podcast, Joe and Jada, with the rapper Jadakiss, and still has maintained to give varied views on high prolific cases when it comes to hip-hop storytelling and many more. However, that rubs the former associate of the Bonanno crime family, Gene Borrello, the wrong way. Recently, Gene Borrello had his own podcast, and on his own YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to hear more from his own channel, he described that Fat Joe is a rat and how can Joey Merlino, who hates rats, associate himself with them.
We got to start all over.
I want to say something.
I got a great deal of respect for these guys.
We're going to say this right now. Ready? Fat Joe is with Joey Merlino on Snuff. I thought that they don't hang out with rats because Fat Joe's a rat. So I'm confused on that one. So, Joey Merlino, you better go do your homework because you were standing there with a rat. Fat Joe is a rat with his fake stories talking about he bullied the whole school.
Oh, my God. Some of them helped him carry the jacket.
Wait, you heard these bullshit stories by Fat Joe, this bullshit up? He goes, I was the bully. I went to school and bullied the whole class and made them all bring my food. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. Oh, my God. These guys these guys just start making up stories. He's standing there with the two midgets. So I thought you don't hang out with rats, but Fat Joe's a rat. I mean, Joey Merlino, you're a rat, so it's the same thing. So I think it's hysterical that Fat Joe, the bullshitter, you know, what was that interview he said? He goes, wait, I went to school and they helped him carry their stuff? What was the story?
He went into a gymnasium and he robbed so many of them. He robbed all their jackets that he couldn't carry them all. So he had some of the guys he robbed help him carry the jackets he just stole from them.
And then Ja Rule abused him on stage. He goes, you didn't have nothing to do with the song. Made a mockery of him.
What happened with that?
Abused him on stage.
And laughed. He didn't even say nothing.
Yeah, Papoose punched you in the face. You ain't do nothing. Like, give me a break, bro. Come on. Fat Joe bullshitting, like, for real. Fat Joe be bullshitting, but he hang out with serious Puerto Ricans. I mean, so what? We all did. But, you know, I understand what you're saying, buddy. I knew serious Puerto Ricans too.
Pistol Pete, those
most of them are
guys.
Snakes anyway.
But they were serious guys.
Yeah.
Serious kings.
You heard Snuff's getting his button for what? Eating 600 cheesesteaks in a day? That fat little slob. Come on. This is a great one. Fat Joe said he had beef with Boy George when Boy George was fucking serial. Yeah, that's a fake story. Boy George would have had his head on a platter all down the Bronx. That's bullcrap.
Boy George killed people on spot. On the spot.
The only official guy that I know that comes out, 50 Cent was official. 50 Cent was a real gangster. 50 Cent was that guy. Excuse me. These other guys, clowns. All of them. Fat Joe's a bullshitter. Joey Merlino, better go do your homework, buddy. You sitting with a cooperator, talking all that junk. What else we got?
Thank you.
No, don't worry, Jerry. We're not done with you either. I got a lot of stuff coming out on you. Wait till my boy Dan comes sits with us. You're going to get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Now, Gene Borrello and Joey Merlino's feud has dates way back now within the YouTube space for the past couple of years. According to Gene Borrello, he likes to label Fat Joe as a rat, especially based on the accusation that has been surfacing online. Now, that is up for debate to who you label as a rat. Now, a rat is, of course, a government informant, and many people have their own different interpretation, whether if you cooperate with law enforcement or convict people who you did crime with, and then you are scathed free, which Joey Merlino hates because he has been a victim of people who have snitched on him in the past. And now Gene Borrello is calling him a hypocrite, especially if he aligns himself with Fat Joe. Joey Merlino is no person to bite his tongue. He has thrown his own uncle, Lawrence Joker Merlino, under the bus since he has become a government informant. Even though Lawrence Joker Merlino did not put anybody in jail, he still cooperated with the government and took a deal. And Joey Merlino to this day still detests him, as you can see here in the previous video.
They hung up on me. They never talked to me again. So I guess they were talking to him. They said they weren't. But that's what you do. You disown them. You don't fucking condone it. You condone it, you're just as bad as them.
So as you heard, Joey Merlino is no person to bite his tongue when it comes to government informants. He disowns anybody. That includes the informant or anyone who associates himself with government informants. Now, as far as the Fat Joe controversy, that is up for debate because right now there have been certain accusations that's been used against him. According to Complex.com, the article is Fat Joe addresses snitching allegations. They don't know me. The alleged document mentions Joe's legal name of Joseph Antonio Cartagena, and Link's claim shows he spoke with police regarding a murder. After the original Terror Squad member, Cuban Link accused of Fat Joe snitching this week and provided documents that he says proves it, Joe has finally responded. The alleged documents mention Joe's legal name of Joseph Antonio Cartagena, and as Cuban Link claims, shows that he spoke with police regarding a murder years back. To shut the rumors down, Joe made sure his fans knew the documents were the most fabricated false papers I've ever seen in the history of mankind. This is disgusting, he said in a 50-minute clip. Now, those names you see on the actual paper, these people really went to jail for 20 years. You guys and your friends was locked up with them. You never heard Fat Joe even talk. They don't even know me. The guy on that paperwork that I never met him, they don't even know me. Joe then goes on to allege that the document was fabricated with whiteout and that he's upset with anyone who's considered the possibility of being legitimate. So you're a little whiteout and piece of paper and you write my name, he said, and you guys break my heart, and if you fall for that, you guys are disgusting because I'm one guy who's successful and still walks these streets to show that there's no difference. Early in the live, Joe explained that people get jealous of others who are successful and reminded fans that he comes from the humble beginnings of New York. Now, Fat Joe, I come from the projects like you, he said, and I come from the welfare like you. I come from the streets like you. And so when I show that we are in the plane and we're having a great time, it's only used for inspiration. It's used to inspire you to win. So that's been some of the accusations that's been brought against Fat Joe. That's up to you for you to debate if you believe he's been an informer or not, as we show you the video from Cuban Link's video on Instagram.
Beat all my workers up. Well, listen to me. I want you to come. I want you to make a video like you do every day. You're trying to get fucking likes from us. You mention my name every day. I don't even want to talk about you, but I got to. Tell me the day you're coming, the time, where, when, we'll be there. Me and Snuff will be there waiting for you. We're going to accommodate you.
Front and center.
Yeah, so you come. And ain't nobody running. The only person that ran was you. When you went back to Howard Beach, I got the video. I put it up on I think a year ago.
Yeah, we put
when
that
you were
up.
running, the kids were chasing. You were saying, call 911. So that's the only motherfucker going to run. You come. You let me know the time, the date, and I promise you, or my mother will be there waiting for you.
Yep.
So come on down. You ain't coming, motherfucker. You're all talk.
And there you have it. Let us know what you think about if Gene Borrello is willing to show up in Joey's cheesesteak. We'd like to hear your feedback in the comments down below. And if you have any suggestions or recommendations for who should we talk about next, we would like to hear from you, the audience. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.